Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Triple R, Ryan's Real Reactions. And today on our bonus Saturday video here, we are watching a classic. There are, I think, multiple different videos, one of this, one of Amber, and then I'm going to watch multiple in the future. But this one is Johnny Depp's testimony of Amber Heard pooping in his bed. Saturday's the bonus videos, the shorter form videos. This video has 22 million views from the A Cup of Tea and Slice of TV YouTube channel. Here we go.
I literally just got into bed. I remember the television was on, and I was reading.
I know nothing about this. I've just heard of it. You guys have said I have to watch it. Like I said, maybe next week I'll do the bonus of Amber's testimony of this. I've been waiting to hear some of these legendary poop stories.
And I suppose Miss Heard was down in her area taking off her makeup and
taking off her poop,
changing into sleep clothes, whatever. And she entered the bedroom while I was laying on my side of the bed reading. And she was still rattling off all the wrongs I'd done to her in that particular day, and how unreliable I am, and what a horrible person I was. And I did not engage verbally, nothing. I sat there.
Amber kind of just looks like a robot that's like programmed to be human. Like, you know, she tries so hard to seem like she's not phased. Also, if I'm Amber Heard here and I know that my ex-husband is about to do a testimony of how I pooped in the bed, I might be looking down at the ground. I might be acting like there's a colony of ants on the ground and that nothing else can take away my energy and time, because I would not want to hear this. And I'm sure she's probably just going to stare at the jury the whole time. Like, you buying this?
Or laid there reading my book. And when she didn't get a jump out of me or a jolt out of me, she got out of bed. She walked around the bed. She came to my side. And again, you know, you've got a person who is throwing multiple shots at your face, at your head, at your neck, at anything she could hit. So I got up out of bed.
What's so crazy about this whole thing is every time, you know, this was about Johnny abusing Amber and hitting Amber and hurting Amber. And then what you learn from this whole trial is this whole thing was the opposite. This was Amber psychologically damaging Johnny, hitting Johnny, hurting Johnny. And I'm not saying Johnny is some perfect person, nor did he claim to be, but this is clearly the opposite of what Amber and her lawyers and team tried to navigate here, obviously. Because when Johnny paints these pictures, he paints it like a canvas. You can see it. When Amber tells her stories, it's just very, like, unbelievable, and not in a good way.
And I grabbed her by the shoulders, and I sat her down on the bed.
I treat her like a child.
And I said, I'm leaving. Please don't get off the bed. Please don't follow me.
Please don't poop the bed.
Please don't try and stop me. I'm leaving. And she got up off the bed, and she squared off at me in the doorway of our bedroom. And I said, what do you want to do? Hit me again? Would you like to hit me again? And I said, go ahead.
Damn.
Hit me. Bam.
Jesus. What a freak she is.
And then
And, and it's crazy because this whole time when she planted that fake bruise and, this whole time, Johnny easily could have taken her to court over what she did to him, but you could tell just didn't want to have to go through this. The embarrassment, all of this whole media circus. He obviously had so much more evidence than she did with the amount of time she abused him and hit him and punched him and kicked him and scratched him and, and she just had that soul bruise, that manufactured bruise that nobody ever managed to see in person. And it's insane.
Said, is that what you wanted? Would you like another? Bam.
Yeah, look at that, dude. That's the look of like, oh boy. That's the look of despair right there. That's the look of having to live in your trauma that you created. Live in the guilt that you formed. That is what that looks like.
There's the second one. And I said, good, now you're done. Grabbed her by the shoulders, walked her to the bed, sat her down, and said, don't follow me. Leave me alone.
I can't imagine how the poop comes into play. It almost looks like, though, he's treating her like a child, has to treat her like a child or a dog. Like, hold on, sit, stay. No, don't follow. It's like you're training a child, a toddler, or a new puppy, the way he's having to treat Amber here and how she's behaving.
I'm out. I'm gone. I went, I grabbed a few things, and I got out immediately, and I went to my other house on Sweetser. As Ms. Heard she was leaving the following day for...
that is such a flex, though, to be able to say, you know what, so I left. And you know where I went? My other house. I mean, that's a flex. I don't even have two homes in The Sims. Unless I use the Rosebud cheat. All my Simmers know what that means.
Coachella, which is Coachella is like it's a big event, a concert, many, many bands, and out in the desert. She and her friends were going to Coachella for the weekend.
Coachella.
And that was it. That was it.
Mr. Depp, after April 21st, 2016, when was the next time that you actually saw Miss Heard in person?
Are we going to get to the poo?
I left Miss Heard, I left Penthouse 3. I left at 4:30 in the morning.
Jeez.
It was actually her birthday. It was about 4:30 in the morning.
You know things are going bad when you have to leave somewhere and it's 4:30. You can't get me in the right mindset to even move at 4:30 in the morning. My place would have to be legitimately on fire. There would have to be an earthquake or a tsunami. Those are the only three things that could get me out of bed at 4:30, or at least in the wherewithal to get up and leave.
April 22nd. And that's when I left. And from that moment on, I did not see Ms. Heard until...
What was that? I feel like I just blacked out for a second. What was that? Was that on the screen?
See.
Okay. How ironic. I did not see, and then the screen goes black.
Ms.
Is that a little fancy editing trick from the person who uploaded us?
Heard until May 21st.
And
He
why was that?
He has an unbelievable memory. How does he know the exact day that he saw her after that? If you asked me a question like that, I'd be like, oh, like I'm ordering at McDonald's. Can I get like truly, if you told me 3 days ago, what did you have for lunch? I would need to really try. I can't believe people's memories are this good. I also did smoke the green for 5 years straight. So maybe that just, maybe that got rid of it.
I had received some news that was
This might be the poo news. The poos.
as absurd
Oh, here it is. This is it.
and grotesque,
This is it.
and
I'm going to guess maybe like his cleaners,
cruel.
maids.
And then I was shown a picture of what the problem was.
Oh, gosh.
I had gone to Mr. Bett and said, she's at Coachella. I think it's
I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but we have a shitty situation on our hands. We got a pretty crappy situation. That's my impression of Johnny Depp telling somebody that something happened. Amber made a poo-pee in my bed.
a good time to go downtown so that I can get some of my things, you know, and get them out of there, especially the things that were precious to me, you know, children things, things from friends, Brando, Hunter, Thompson, whatever, things that were important to me. And he said, I don't think now's a good time to go.
Uh-oh.
And I thought, it's the perfect time. She's not going to be home for 2 days. And then he showed me a photograph on his telephone of...
Objection, Your Honor. All hearsay.
Objection. No, we want to hear this.
It's a photograph, Your Honor.
As being relayed to him by Mr. Bett.
He says he looked at it on his phone.
I'll overrule the objection as the photograph.
Thank you.
What was the photograph of Mr. Depp?
See, you could tell that Johnny almost doesn't want to talk about this because he knows how embarrassing it is and how insane this is. Like, you could tell he doesn't want to get into this, which is why I said in the first place, you could tell that Johnny had way more evidence against Amber, but didn't want this to be a thing, didn't want to have to go to court, didn't want it to be a case. And then Amber thought she could pull the wool over everyone's heads, right? And just turn it into, oh, I feel bad, it's a DV case, so, you know, Amber's a woman and Johnny's evil. And it just is not working. Now she has to sit here and listen to these claims. Make your bed, you gotta sleep in it. Oh, no.
It was a photograph of the bed, our bed. And on my side of the bed,
You could see him, thinking of it in his head, like he's like picturing it.
was human fecal matter.
Oh my God. See, Johnny is such a noble dude because if that's me on there, I'm going, yeah, so Amber shit in my bed. Even Johnny, he's so like elegant and mature where he still just tries to at least tiptoe around it by calling it fecal matter. Her fecal matter, her doo-doo matter.
So I
He's like, you heard that right.
understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there.
Oh my Lord. So she got mad that he left. So she said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to defecate in his bed, on his side of the bed. So if he comes back, or when he comes back, he won't be able to sleep here, or he will be reminded by me. That's literally something a puppy does when they're not trained. I mean, like, that is high tier mental warfare right there. Because he left while she was abusing him. I mean, that is some villainous stuff right there. And also, to be able to even do that is crazy.
Initial response to that was, I mean, I laughed.
That's like,
It was so outside. It was so bizarre
yeah, that's crazy.
and so grotesque that I could only laugh. So I did not go down there that day.
So I did not go down there that day. You know what, Johnny? I don't blame you. I don't blame you, dude.
Mr.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, well, now I at least finally know the story. Like I said, I'll do another video next Saturday in the short form bonus videos where Amber's, she gives her account of what it is. So there's Johnny's account. Quick video today. That's the point of the Sunday videos, so I can react to shorter form videos. Just a bonus video on top of the 3 days a week. Like the video if you made it to the end. It's only a 15-minute video, so you're probably still here. Comment down below if you'd like. It's a Johnny video. You can leave some comments. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the post notifications. Hit the bell. Go show all. Click that. And that's that. If you want to follow me on Twitch, I stream 5 days a week. If you want to hang out with me live, I watch reality TV shows. I'm on at nighttime, 6 p.m. PST. Come on by. Say you came from the YouTube channel. Shoot me a follow. It'll make my day. That's that, though. New video as well tomorrow. As always, the schedule. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. That's it for me here on Triple R, Ryan's Real Reactions. Peace.